not what it was like. We were making holes for kids to play in. Welcome to Utah Fish Finder. I'm Rich.
And I'm Liz. And today we are going to try our hand at fishing in Scofield.
Oh yeah, this is going to be really interesting because it's supposed to be good fishing from the shore. And since we don't have a boat here, we're going to try fishing from the shore.
And it's a beautiful day, a little bit chilly, but I think we'll survive.
I think we'll do okay. We brought
really
lots
nice.
of coats.
Yes.
And
the sun is shining on us.
And that really helps a whole lot.
Yes. So let's see how we do.
Let's go find those fish.
I have found this wonderful family. We've been fishing next to them for a little bit. And this is Steve, Katie, and their darling children, Gracie and Max. Max, how old are you?
5.
He just turned 5. Grace, how old are you? 8 and 5. And they haven't had any luck today.
No
luck.
Yeah, a few bites, but couldn't bring them in.
They're kind of doing what we're doing right now. Yeah. Do you come here a lot to fish?
I used to when I was a kid, but I haven't for a while.
Max, do you go fishing with your dad a lot?
Yep.
Have you caught any fish?
Nope.
No? Ever?
Have you caught fish before today?
Tell them about last time we went. Remember how we caught me last week? You remember?
You caught a what happened?
We all just got like this tiny fishes.
Yes.
Max, you're supposed to say you caught great big huge fishes.
Should we ask Grace if she has a favorite fish story? Do you have any stories of going fishing that you would love to share with us?
Okay.
About Lake Powell.
Once we went to Lake Powell and
Who caught the biggest stripers during the whole trip?
me.
How big was it?
Wait.
No.
Keep going. It was bigger than that.
No.
About like that, huh?
Did you need help pulling it in? Did you do it all?
It took her a while, huh?
I bet your dad was really proud of you. Really proud of you. Now this girl is really special. She's a superstar in her own right. I'm not gonna embarrass you if I say anything. She is in a Pillow Pet commercial. Is that so cool? We are by a superstar. And Chris, do you have a favorite fish story that you'd like to share with us today?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the first time I took my kids fishing together. It was probably the funnest.
How old was Max when you first took him
He was
fishing?
probably 1, but the first time he remembers probably 2. And
how old are you?
we
Grace?
took him out in Grandpa's boat, huh? It was fun at Strawberry.
At Strawberry. I
Yeah.
caught my very first fish at Strawberry. I was so excited and a little scared. I'm so impressed with families that come out fishing. It's so fun. It seems like such a good family activity to do.
This is me while Liz is doing the interviews. Now you notice the shadow behind me. Well, that's our motorhome. We're stuck. And we had some nice volunteers come by to help dig us out. We had a couple of 4x4s offer to help pull us out. Now, it's not good when 4x4s start spinning the wheels. So we did some more digging, and I sat there in the truck, kind of looking like maybe I'm going to drive somewhere. This pretty scenery denotes the passage of time. A lot of time. And digging. And more digging. And more digging, and more digging. It was buried to the axle, so they went around to the other side and did some more digging. So we've got a chain tied to a tow strap, tied to a 4x4, tied to a chain, tied to a 4x4, tied to a strap, tied to a 4x4. Take that, you lake. Of course, if nothing was happening, somebody had to get a line in the water. So when they were going to pull, I was supposed to put the motorhome in gear. Now, if I pushed down on the throttle, our wheels started spinning and that would make us sink deeper. So we just wanted it in drive, but not try to drive it out. Here comes Liz. Of course, she has to show off her Shady Creek t-shirt. Okay, so 3 4x4 started a pull, and suddenly, wham! The tow strap breaks. It was a good thing nobody was standing near the front of the motorhome. That chain came at us like it came out of a cannon. After breaking the tow strap, everyone had to gather around and consider what we might do next. It was thought if maybe we pulled the motorhome backwards a few inches, that'd give us a little bit of a running start when we tried to go forward. Well, it moved when the chain went slack. When at first you don't succeed, or the second time, or the third time, go look at the hole for inspiration. Here I'm looking at the ground to see if it actually moved. Nah, it didn't. So, tell me where all this foolishness comes from about 4x4s not getting stuck? Now we're trying to pull out the stuck 4x4, but you notice the tow truck is starting to sink into the sand. Rather than digging another hole, the truck was moved over to some harder ground. So we made some more big holes. Of course, when you have kids and holes, they find each other. Watch out, don't get stuck.
We are here in Scofield, and we haven't gotten much fishing done because we have been trying to dig our motorhome out of the sand. And we're feeling really grateful right now because we haven't caught any fish. We have caught some really wonderful men here today at Scofield. As you can see, these men have stopped and they've been with us for about 2.5 hours trying to get us out. We are so grateful for all of them. And we have Rick here, and Mike, and Derek, and Connor, and Ron, and Doug, and Nick, and Daxton, and Brian. And these boys are scouts from the Spanish Fork Bird's Eye Branch. We are so grateful to them for helping us today. And come and see us at Scofield. We might be here next time you come.
Yeah, this might be a permanent resident. He's the resident expert in this campground that we're in. And so we wanted to talk to him a little bit about fishing. How do you do fishing here?
We do really well. This has been probably the slowest year. We got last year we got a big old tiger down there about where the motorhome was. And we usually get one about over 20 every year.
Wow.
We're still working on it this year.
That sounds pretty good. What kind of bait do you use?
I fly fish out of float tube.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do that. It looks like so much fun just floating by and
oh yeah,
cast out.
Yeah, my spinning rod's there all rusted away in the camper.
Do you ever get a really big one and have it drag you along?
Yep. That tiger last year dragged me along, and then caught another one that broke me off.
Oh wow.
That's what we come for. So.
Yeah. So you say this year's a little bit slower than last year?
Yeah, I think I got about 6. They're all cutthroat, mostly 14 inches average. I've got one that's about 19.
Oh wow, cool. Now, do you think it's the low water level that's causing the problem, or?
No, we've done good when it's been lower before. I don't know. You usually have a lot of rainbows in here. I don't know if the chubs have caused any problems or not. Now, last year it was slow, but we got some bigger ones.
Okay.
And they did. I think they planted cutthroat last year because they seem to be all about the same size. So.
Yeah, cutthroat can really help weed out the chubs.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
We'd like to see them put more of them tigers in there. They're the ones that we go for.
I hear the tigers are really fun to catch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cutthroats, you know, they're fun to catch, but they don't put up the fight like tiger or rainbow. But
Well, that's what I like, is the fight.
oh yeah, that's we mostly catch and release. So
Do you come here very often?
it's about 30 years. Me and my brother have been coming up here.
Oh, that's a
Different
that's a long
family
time.
coming up. This is our biggest crew this year. I think we had 19 people last night.
I bet that really helps make families closer.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's all family.
Okay.
All
you
fishermen.
You got a great family, great fun, and I'm glad you're enjoying it here.
We're back with more Utah Fish Finder. I'm Liz, and I have found some more people who've been camping here for a few days, and they've told me that they come to Scofield every year, and it's quite common for people to get stuck. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yep.
What other incidents have you seen?
We've had some driving the lake almost down here. People have been dug in pretty far down there. I think it's a lake, but it's
Well, Chris has helped us feel not so bad about what we've done. So it's a common mistake. So when you guys do come to Scofield, which I recommend you do, it's beautiful here. You can get really close up to the sea, the shoreline. But just be aware the sand is really soft. And I think Chris has also learned if he sees a big RV going a little bit close, he's gonna run and say, stop.
yeah.
Right, Chris? So have you guys caught any fish this trip?
I have not.
Yeah, we had a hard time too. But Chris, you said you caught a couple.
Yeah.
A couple of cutthroat.
Yeah.
And he did some night fishing last night, and you caught.
Yeah, a little tiny one.
Did you put it back or did you keep it?
I put it back.
What bait are you using?
Power bait.
Power bait. And do you guys like coming here?
Yeah.
Do you have any fish stories that you guys could share with us?
A couple.
Yeah.
I hooked one. It was in the float too, and got it right up to there, and it just took off and snapped my line.
Where were you?
On the other side of Scofield.
Okay.
And
Where are you guys from?
Saratoga Springs.
Nice. All right. What about you, Kyle? You have any fishing stories?
This is my first year up here.
Your first year up here?
Yeah.
Do you fish besides coming up here?
I usually hit the Provo River.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm more of a fly guy than a sit and wait.
Yeah, sit wait. Yeah. You know what?
Guy.
I think I would like to learn to fly fish.
Oh,
it's kind of a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah.
It's real nice to be out in the middle of the river and just spend all day catching and turning them back.
Yeah, that is pretty.
It's definitely a lot funner to catch them than just sit here and stare at the water.
Do you have any fishing stories you'd like to share?
Not really. I haven't really been successful the past couple of years. I've been quite busy working, not being able to get out on the river.
Yeah,
but you know, if you want to catch some big fish, definitely Utah's the place to go.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that. I'm starting to learn that.
Yeah, it's definitely got the population of fish if you like coming out here. So
yeah, I already knew Utah was a beautiful place, but I am really starting to appreciate and love Utah, and for all the many places you can go and enjoy the outdoor life. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being with us today.
Yep.
And Chris, I'm giving it to you. It's your responsibility. Warn people.
Yeah.
You promise me?
Yep.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for being on our show today.
The next morning, a real tow truck showed up. I mean, this is the kind that pulls 18-wheelers. And he said there was no way in the world he was going to go down anywhere near us. His tow truck weighed 50,000 pounds, and he didn't want to risk getting stuck. Wise man. So they did a lot of digging and more digging until they were ready to pull it out, and then they brought in a long cable all the way up from the road, and that's what they attached to the motorhome. While they were getting ready to pull the motorhome out, Ryan and Melanie from Shady Creek Outdoors arrived with breakfast. Now, this just isn't any breakfast. We had venison sausage and hash browns sprinkled with onion powder, garlic salt. Wonderful flavor. And we really enjoyed having them there and appreciate the great breakfast that they made for all of us.
I am here with Chris, and we are fishing right next to him, and he seems to be the lucky fisherman today on Scofield. He has caught 2 fish on 1 hook. And he says that he's done it many times. He might be teasing us, I'm not sure.
I don't know about many times. I think I got lucky today. But they seem to be hitting on the yellow power bait for some reason today.
Okay, yellow, the garlic.
The yellow garlic power bait, yeah.
Okay.
So we got
two beautiful rainbow trout.
2 at one time. We'll throw the smaller one back. The bigger ones, we just caught our limit out here at Scofield. We'll take them home tonight. We'll fillet them up, put them in a little tin foil with a little lemon butter, and cook them up.
Ooh, cook them up on the grill or in a...
Yep, we'll cook them up. We have a little fire pit. We'll put them out on the fire pit and some tin foil and
that sounds really fun.
Make use of them, sure.
That sounds really fun. So the slot limit for Scofield is 4
per person.
Per person. So him and his wife have caught 4. They have been on fire. When did you start fishing today?
We usually start about 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once it warms up.
Yeah. Oh, these guys have been incredible today with fishing and teaching us a few things. So thank you so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
I have just found a cute little group of kids. They're brothers and sisters and cousins. And let's, you want to tell them your names real quick?
No.
No, this is Maddie. And this is?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. And?
This is Devin.
Devin and? Braxton. And they happened to see the big hole that we got ourselves into, huh? And what did you guys do with that hole?
Play in it.
They were playing in it. Are you having fun this weekend?
Yeah.
How long have you been camping for?
1 day.
1 day? I think you've been here a little bit. Okay. And do you guys like to fish?
Yeah.
Who's the big fisherman here? Okay, we've got 2 big fishermen. Have you caught any fish?
No.
What kind of bait do you use, Devin?
Power bait.
Power bait. What kind of power bait?
Rainbow.
Rainbow. Have you caught any fish this trip?
No, I haven't got my pole out yet.
Yeah. Well, there's still some time left, huh?
I didn't count my pole at all yet.
You haven't? No. I think they are gonna catch some fish. They're cute kids, and I think fish like cute kids. We have just had a great breakfast with the people of Shady Creek Lures, Melanie and Ryan. And I don't know how you're feeling, Rich, but I'm feeling pretty emotional and sentimental today. I've realized the good people that are around, especially Melanie and Ryan. They've been here every step of the way since we've had our RV stuck in the sand, and this morning they were sweet enough to make us breakfast. And they made us some deer venison, which, as you could guess, I've never had deer before, and it was excellent. It was excellent, some deer sausage. And if you guys are ever curious, please check out Shady Creek Lures on their website, which is, Ryan?
www.shadycreekoutdoors.com.
They are great people, and they have been very helpful to us, and thank you so much. I really feel like I have some new friends, and I'm very grateful for these guys.
Definitely friends, because they've gone way beyond what anybody would have expected. And we've enjoyed having them around so much. It made it feel like we weren't stranded as badly as we were, although we couldn't go anywhere, but they were always there. And then to have such a great breakfast, we had French toast and hash browns and the sausage and juice and all this other stuff. It was a great breakfast.
He can cook a dirty breakfast. It was fantastic. So thank you so much, you guys. We are so grateful for you.
We're here with Landon Diesel Service from Price. Yeah. They've done a fabulous job of getting us unstuck because we were super stuck. They were able to get it out, and as you can tell, the motorhome is now drivable. I'm sitting here beside the rear wheels of our motorhome. Now, as you look at it, it probably looks a little bit more like racing slicks. There's actually 2 tires there. This is a dually, and you can see there is so much mud on there you can't even see the tires. No, we didn't suddenly become short people. We are down in the hole that was dug by the RV trying to get out.
What better way to end our adventure of fishing?
It was an adventure. Never been through this before.
No, we haven't. I was teasing Rich that we really have learned that if you're in a hole, don't dig yourself deeper.
That's right.
We've learned, and this has been a really fun day.
It has been very
It hasn't been a fun day, it's been a fun weekend. We weren't prepared to spend the whole weekend in Scofield, But that's what I get for coming here. And I said, oh, I love Scofield.
And she had to stay.
That has been really fun.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy, but we've got the RV out. As you can see, it's no longer down in this hole. And we are excited about being able to go home. I've never quite felt that way before. Usually, oh, I wish I could stay and fish a little longer. I'm excited to go home.
Well, I think we just have one more thing to say to our Utah Fish Finder friends, which is...
Go find those fish.